WilmerHale has helped thousands of entrepreneurs launch their companies, patent their ideas, and raise billions in angel, venture, and strategic financings, taking their companies to sale, IPO, or beyond. Our vision is to be an integral part of the entrepreneurial ecosystem and act as a trusted advisor for entrepreneurs and emerging companies. For more information, visit www.wilmerhale.com.
Well, the energy at Cornell around entrepreneurship, I think, is all pervasive. I think it's a state of mind. People seem to feel like entrepreneurship has suddenly just come on the table, and I feel that the New York Tech campus was something that we probably received the mandate for because we have such a great umbrella around entrepreneurship at the campus. So I feel the energy has never been higher. It's really just been magnified by the New York City Tech campus. ITHACA is something that's very unique, and the Cornell campus is really a nexus of a lot of activity that most people are not aware of.
You can take a hospitality course, you go to the agriculture school. There are little pieces, there are threads of entrepreneurship across the whole university.
So I truly believe that we're at that tipping point as a campus, as a city, as a hub for entrepreneurship, and I can't wait to see the next couple of years.
My experience as a lawyer who's done a lot of work with companies at Cornell is that the level of sophistication, both on the side of the science or the technology that they bring to the table, as well as just the sophistication in terms of understanding how companies get put together, is very, very high, particularly in relationship to other universities that we deal with.
Between the tech campus and the entrepreneurship program, what they're really doing is enhancing the resources that are going to make all of us blossom, whether it's your company or my company, and we're going to be able to get so much more going, like almost the miracle grow of building businesses. And I think that there's never been a better time, and I think Cornell's really going crazy with this, and it's going to be amazing.
I graduated in 2008, and since then, every time I come back, I see more and more startups actually happening and people taking these ideas and making them realities, but even more so, there's just a different buzz here. I think it's become more of a kind of tried and true thing for students to kind of take that leap. I think a lot of it is because of the resources. So, programs like the eLab and Entrepreneurship at Cornell is making it more embracing for students to actually say, hey, I don't just have to take classes on how to start a business, but I can actually give it a go as a student. And I think the energy is just phenomenal. I was the first kind of guinea pig in the eLab program, in which in the eLab, what they do is they take kind of first-time entrepreneurs and they set them up with mentors. So I actually got 3 or 4 great advisors out of that who were just kind of sounding boards for me to ask questions from everything from, how do you go about the first financing to giving me kind of early feedback on product decisions. So I had several people that have kind of been there and done that who helped me initially, and several of them still help today.
I've had many different mentors, whether at my time from Cornell or even after. I think the way I've been able to work with different senior level people has been just having good conversation and finding a way where they're able to help me, but also ways I'm able to help them in some way, shape or form.
There are many classes that have been important to my knowledge base, but really management and organizations and strategy was something that I think I apply today that's been very, very valuable. It's really just being able to navigate a large corporation and really think about why people are making certain decisions and trying to really be effective for what you do, leveraging that knowledge.
I owe a lot to Cornell, so I started my company as a senior. I decided to forgo my job and pursue that company full-time after school. I raised capital and I built it over the last 5 years, and we've just got fortunate and we were acquired last month, so I'm now working for the new company. So I kind of saw it from start to finish, and I really feel that if I hadn't had the opportunity to start the company at Cornell, I don't think I would have had the confidence or the know-how or the resources to actually say, let me try this out.
I would encourage young entrepreneurs to take any and every class that's moderately interesting to them. You should be proactive about taking courses or even just sitting in on courses that are outside of your comfort zone so you get exposure to different things. Get to know your professors, go to office hours, and make an effort to build a relationship. Those professors in my career have actually made phenomenal career introductions to me, even now.
You have nothing to lose when you're coming out of college, when you're coming out of undergrad, even out of graduate school. At that point, you're at an inflection point as to what to do. If you start out in a corporation, you're going down a pathway that's very hard to step out of. So just do it.
Think before you jump. I see an awful lot of entrepreneurs who build something because they can, but they really haven't perhaps thought through the entirety of how they're going to really roll that out. And although there's always a trade-off between action and planning, I think that there's some benefit to be had by really spending some time thinking through all of the various constituencies that you might have to deal with once you get your company up and running.
Get as much experience as possible on someone else's dime. Somewhere in your growth, you're going to say, if I had only known that a few years ago, we would be where we are now twice as fast. The more you learn from other people, the fewer mistakes you'll make, and you'll be more efficient when you have your own company.
Do things now. Don't think that you're able to do something else in the future. The best time to really execute a startup is when you have the lowest risk with the highest potential return. And really that's when you're in undergraduate school. If you're an undergraduate student at Cornell, reach out to alums as early as possible, as often as possible. Cornellians love helping other Cornellians, and Cornellians would even love helping current undergraduates even more. Don't feel you're ever bothering those alums and their time is not worth talking to you. You have a great opportunity to use this time while you're a student to really speak to as many Cornellians who will be able to provide you great information, support, encouragement, and access that you wouldn't have otherwise.